Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in this world. This is Hejin Lee with a morning update for Bitcoin. All right, price is still now inside the triangle, the wedge pattern. And if the price gets inside after temporarily piercing and goes right back inside, that's quite ideal. And that makes this a bull wick. Price pierces the support and goes down. And usually, when you get a tail wick like this, where the body of the candle is way above the bottom of the price, it's quite interesting because that's the way weak sellers panic sell, and there's a sudden depletion of sellers, and you have nothing left except buyers coming in. So I'd like to see how the 1 hour chart subdivides into waves. When we saw it here, we had counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A, B, C. So, but however, it didn't turn out the way we thought. Now, this is of a bigger magnitude. Here we had 5, 3, and a higher high, but didn't continue on to the next round of impulse. So we need almost 3 rounds of impulses. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let's go to the 30 minutes here. See more details. Good. So we have 1 round, and that'll look like wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here it seems like also we have 1, 2, 3, 4, one more higher high coming. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there will be an ABC correction. And after this ABC correction, we need another round of impulse. And this round, if it happens, if this round of impulse happens, it could take us potentially out and breach upwards like this. And that upward breach will likely be done by the third wave, which usually has the most vigor and strength anyways, to be able to provide the impetus to be able to escape and breach the top line. So we have 1 round of impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC. The second round would beautifully, hopefully, if it happens, take us out. And from here you get ABC as well again. And if it does, it'll probably sit on the line as support. And then you get a third round of impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, let's say. I'm not drawing these to any projections, what have you, but just to illustrate that if we have 5 ABC, and then we get a new higher high by the next round, another 5 ABC, and then a new higher high by the third round, when I see 3 rounds of impulses, or at least a third one showing wave 3 that's higher than the prior 5, that's what I look for. And this really turns out to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's the 5-wave pair impulse that I continuously talk about as the initial sign, official sign of a bottle. Yeah, but by then we'll be at 11,200. Okay. But as soon as I start seeing the second one giving me a new higher high, and we breach this, I'd feel pretty comfortable that thinking maybe this might be a bottom. But there's a chance that this could be a bear wick as well, and price can come right in. Remember, this is a process of probability, not based on a certainty principle. All right, so back here, we could see this, the alternate count, as a fractal of this. Usually, as price approaches the apex close more and more, we're about, the apex right now sits at around the 24th of February. That's like 17 days away. We're still, the proximity of the price to the apex is a bit far out. Now if I move this a little bit and readjust it like that, we could now be at the 20th. Still, it's a little far out. But as price gets closer to the apex, that's when you start seeing these bull wicks. And this was a big, deep bull wick. Now, I think there is if price is repelled by the top line, this thing can go one more time, like that. Usually there is more than one bull wick. There could be a second one, and this will bring it closer to the apex. And price will take off from there. But it all depends on whether price gets repelled, or whether the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can take us out and breach the top line. So let's see how the price goes during today. We could hit this at around 91, 9200, and maybe even turn back down. And if it does turn back down, we can see this has a potential. What is very nice looking is that the price pierced and came right back in. This is a V-neck reversal. And this V-neck reversal brought it right back in. And if it maintains to the borderline of the wedge and does one more, let's say, or even breaks out, this wick remains as being a bullish sign. Now, the other thing I want to show you is the fractal nature. We saw the head and shoulders fractal here, saw another one right here, head and shoulders fractal right here, and a small one right here. And with each head and shoulder fractal, there was a V-neck reversal right here, right here, right here, and now there's another one right here, V-neck reversals. As the size of this square and therefore the fractal decreases, it's as if it's obeying the contracting line, causing it to decrease from here to here. The last V-neck line was this long, and this current V-neck line we just finished was much smaller. So the size of the V-neck line is also decreasing as the size of the fractal decreases. And here we may get a small tiny one, a small head and shoulders, so that we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive repeats. Over here, let's say. And if that happens, it'll bring us closer to the apex, which would be most ideal. Price being this closer to apex than right here, right now. Then the price will have that much less number of sellers. And if we do one more bull wick, it will be a situation where there will be not a seller can be found for Bitcoin, where every seller would have spent the ammunition in trying to drive this down as hard as they could. All right, I hope you found this to be helpful and informative. And if you have any questions, please do comment. Thank you and have a great day.